Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, there's a little bit more news today because we're going to need it. Well, not necessarily, but low news yesterday. Low news, not too much banging news. I would say that would be really needed or necessarily important. I try to report news that are important to us, so that way we have the correct stuff coming, not just BS. Like it's not really that big of a deal. So what we have here is a pretty bigger deal, though. We have Stacey Abrams, another woman. It seems that she wants to go against the cop city and pretty much support terrorism. This is the type of people that you are voting for. This is the type of people that is on your side, or that rather you want to vote for. I'm mostly talking about the Democratic voters that are voting for these people, and I think this mostly due to the fact that you're ignorant. Well, here you go. I will blow away that ignorance for you. Stacey Abrams, Democrat, a non-for-profit launches direct action against Cop City. A Georgia-based organization, a nonprofit founded by Stacey Abrams and dogged by allegations of financial impropriety, called for a national day of action against police terror on Tuesday. On Sunday, far-left extremists attacked a future police training facility in Atlanta, Georgia, nicknamed Cop City. The group, most of whom were dressed in black, set fire to construction equipment and attacked police officers. 23 people, including a member of the Southern Poverty Patrol Center, were arrested and charged with domestic terrorism in the connection with their involvement in the incident. Now, if you guys actually saw my video yesterday, you would learn that there was at least 150 Antifa members marching down the road there to commit actual terrorism. We have more that on Tuesday, Abrams, a nonprofit, the New Georgia Project, announced on Twitter this Thursday, March 9th at 6 p.m. ET. We have one more day from now. NGAPA of activists and partners will be in Atlanta marching to stop Cop City as part of the National Day of Action Against Police Terror. The flyer featured the organization's logo alongside those of other radical activist groups. And there we go. So, guys, we have exactly one day from now, not exactly full on 24 hours, but not far from now that this is going to be going on, right? This is the decay that we're talking about. As I said before, the police in Atlanta are at war against with the government and what have you. Honestly, what I would say is just let's let them have it, because this will show people that how evil and demented they are. Those people will be living obviously in terror and having to deal with a lot of damage and destruction. But that's the only way I think people can realize the damage is caused. Now, obviously, I think the people or the Democrats that would be watching my YouTube video would probably be more understanding, or at least trying to do research for themselves, which means you are a cut above the rest to the people that actually just will follow like sheep. Most people that I know that will actually want to go receive or learn the information are a lot higher. So good on you for people that are probably don't really agree with everything that I say, but are at least trying to get more information out there, or rather trying to educate yourself, because you are more intelligent than the others that will just cry sheep. The company flyer stating demand justice for Tyree Nichols and Tortuguda. Tyree Nichols was a 29-year-old black man who died after allegedly beaten by 5 black Memphis police officers, which was captured on body cam. In January, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement agencies conducted a raid on the so-called autonomous zone at the site of the future Atlanta Public Safety Training Center, which has been occupied by Antifa and the far-left extremists from across the U.S. since June 2021 to prevent the construction of what they call a cop city. According to the GBI, a Georgia State Patrol trooper was shot and severely injured during the raid, allegedly by 26-year-old Emmanuel Esteban Paz-Terran, I hope I pronounced that right, I apologize if I have not, who went by the alias Tort and Tortuguda and was one of the campers in the area. Officers returned fire and killed the gunman. Following the shooting, Antifa members took to the streets of Atlanta to throw rocks at the light fires of outside the Atlanta Police Foundation after the news now suspended Atlanta Forest Twitter account called for a night of rage following the shooting. According to Fox News, the New Georgia Project, founded by former Democratic gubernatorial nominee Abrams, received almost $500,000 in COVID-19 bailout money during the year. Its donations grew by tens of millions of dollars. I also will be going over a video I think after this one, talking about exactly who's been not been doing too great with the COVID money and some other nefarious allegations that relate to, well, money issues. That seems to be bad. There were other financial discrepancies, such as the group reporting that it paid $0 in payroll taxes to Washington reported. In August 2022, according to Georgia Record, the state's Ethics Commission ruled that the nonprofit and its affiliated act fund likely bypassed financial disclosure laws by not reporting millions in election-related spending, including advocating for Abrams during her failed 2018 gubernatorial run. Though the new Georgia project's donors remain hidden, the Margaret Casey Foundation and Abrams affiliated nonprofit reported 2 grants totaling $100,000 as a report of a multi-million voting rights funding in effort in 2020. Fox News also reported that Abrams joined the Margaret Casey Foundation's board in 2021 and backed a campaign to increase anti-police funding from the foundation, whose president Carmen Roya-Jazz has repeatedly called for defunding and abolishing the police. Now, I understand that, okay, well, this can't be bad, or what's going on. Maybe they're just free people, or the Democrats are you guys thinking, okay, well, maybe she's actually, the police have been doing good recently, which I understand. Not all police are great, and maybe there's an actual reason why she's doing this. Well, okay, but here's the thing. To people that are new to the story, I would highly recommend watch my latest video of what I was reporting about the Antifa and all that other stuff about what they've been doing. Well, guys, this is a bigger issue because we're going to go over here that was with this Andy No and with all this other great stuff. So, it was showing here that I was interviewed on Newsmax about the latest terrorist attack by members of the Stop the City Antifa network in Atlanta. Like ISIS, they released unending propaganda with the aid of liberal media to urge comrades all over to come to Atlanta. The death of their gunman in January was further used for recruitment, leading to the attack we saw on Sunday. Watch full review. So, obviously, we'll be doing this. I don't know if I'll be doing this full video because it would lead to it being incredibly long. But, this is what we will watch, a very brief of this video, kind of showing you exactly, we'll watch it together, what's really going on there in Atlanta, the damage that's been caused. Take a look.
Antifa carried out a brutal attack in Atlanta on the construction site of a future police training facility, something that they've dubbed Cop City. A large mob of masked extremists ambushed police officers, throwing explosive fireworks, Molotov cocktails, and rocks at them. They then firebombed the construction equipment, a felony, setting massive fires to the area that they want to occupy. And the left can no longer dismiss these as random attacks by unorganized criminals. This was a carefully plotted out ambush, weeks in the making, by an organized terror group. How do we know that? Well, because the 23 arrested, only 2 of them are from the state of Georgia. The other suspects reside in states like Arizona, Massachusetts, New York, Wisconsin, Antifa strongholds, and 2 not even from this country. One's from France and the other from Canada. These people are...
Yes, so that's essentially what these people are. These, the thing is that these people are coming from out of state, which is technically a federal crime in that instance, and these are the things that Stacey Abrams, this person right here, this person is the one that is wanting to have direct action against Cop City. This is a person that's pushing this. And then we have this as well, to where we have breaking SPLC lawyer accused of domestic terrorism and Antifa-linked attack on Atlanta police site granted $5,000 bail. This guy was released. So, what do we have there? So this is also from Andy No. And denied bail, the judge was also presented evidence that he has a criminal justice history in multiple states. Denied bail as foreigners with addresses in other countries that were deemed flight at risk. Dimitri Lenny, a French national, was addressed as ma'am if his attorney said he is peaceful and works at a school in France. The city was not stated. So yeah, we have that what's going on here. And we have more. So it's from Andy No. Michael Edison Hayden, the spokesperson for SPLC, tweeted out a chant that was used by domestic terrorists as they carried out an armed ambush attack in Atlanta. On March 5th, I asked him if the SPLC supports the use of violence to achieve political aims. He didn't answer the question. The SPLC has previously defended Antifa, and posts liked by its spokesperson suggest it was a goal to create a pipeline between two. Margaret L. Huang, does the SPLC support the use of political violence? So, what we have this is Michael Edison Hayden. So we have him saying that also he just admit to conspiring with a terrorist organization in the attack on a U.S. policy facility. And then it goes from here that says Southern Poverty Law Center, which is the full name of the actual SPLC, is law enforcement detained at least 35 demonstrators in Atlanta on Sunday, including an SPLC employee who was arrested while acting and identifying as a legal observer on behalf of the NL. Now it's a direct line to Antifa to SPLC. So we have that here. And then we also have this, explaining this, the media inquiry, is that, I know you've never worked for a publication with a formal standard and practice or legal department, but you typically try and give the subject 24 hours notice for a request. If you can't do that, the reporter typically makes a note that they will update with a comment when they receive it. With things like this, I also try to call the person on the phone to be sure. You have my number, and even if you didn't, it's publicly available. I seem to recall that when I was asked to jump on the phone in June 18th, 2018, my apologies, you got a little shy about doing it. That's something that also comes with practice in my experience. I'm just trying to help you out in case you find yourself working for a publication people have heard about and then find yourself on hot water over anything. It goes on to say that, so all this stuff right here. So, we have more. This is not the end. That is a flyer. That is a real flyer. The email domain Rise Up is used by Antifa and far left extremists for written communication because it is difficult to be subpoenaed by law enforcement. The link on the flyer leads to an on-the-ground propaganda video of the Atlanta terror attack on March 5th. Just got sent to me. This posted on California Capitol grounds. It seems Antifa is recruiting and warning the community to be on the lookout and report fascist, patriot, and white supremacist behavior with an email. It even links a site to watch anarchist videos. This is what this is. This is area monitored by Antifa. This is just due to people if they are watching or just listening to what I'm saying rather than looking at it. So, yeah. Goes on to say and again, the Antifa released the on-the-ground propaganda video celebrating the Atlanta terrorist attack on March 5th. They're promoting their website with flyers at the California State Capitol. The website that published the terrorist content asks for donations. Through Cash App and Venmo and other sources using the handle Submedia, they also operate an extremist Twitter account. So yeah. We will view this one video here that they're posting, that they're talking about. But first, what we'll do is after the video, we'll make one-time donation here, which is this. And then they also have this with this email here with 5,000 followers. So, to wrap this video up, we'll show this actual video of what they're talking about here. Because I think it's key to make you guys understand what's really going on in this area. Take a look at this video. So there you have it. That is the what they're doing and what they have done as of a couple of days ago. And it's going to continue, and I would say even worse, tomorrow. So, I don't know what you guys think of this. I would like to see your guys' opinions. But really, I think this is Antifa wrapping up their violence. I think this is Antifa making everything worse for everybody. And I think as I said before, there will be a war in Atlanta with the police. And I don't know what to expect. There could be a lot of violence in terms of, actual chaos, kind of like a war zone. Or there could just be massive amount of riots where they destroy and do other stuff. But this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the people that you simply want to advocate or vote for. Stacey Abrams is not a good person, and she's actively promoting terrorism. On you, by the way. Let's think about what we're doing here. Because everything is not seeming to be great. It's getting worse, and we need to stop it. That's it for the video, guys. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.